The smile was not because I crushed it. My final time for this 1 mile time trial was... Alright, so after the 1 mile time trial, I did a... Alright guys, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in to another video. Today we are headed to the track. If you're new here, I'm training for a 5K. And I just kind of let myself go. I suffered a herniated disc that I'm still recovering from. I've got quad tendonitis, and that's about it. That's all my excuses. But yeah, I just felt like with this change in my life, it was time to put a focus and an emphasis back onto fitness and kind of getting my body right. And for me personally, I do well with consistency, having goals. So that's why I'm looking to do this. And today, typically on Sunday, I do a speed interval run. Oh my gosh, I am really not prepared. Yikes. Here's why I'm rambling. I'm having a side conversation with myself as I'm talking to you all. Is that for today's speed run, I'm doing a 1 mile time trial. The speed runs have been different. I did like a broken 5K. I've done some repeats and stuff, but to do a straight up 1 mile time trial, it's a little daunting, can't lie. And then after that, I have another mile to do at a half marathon pace. And I had that side conversation with myself because I didn't take a picture of the paper. I feel like I normally view that sheet before, so I know exactly what I'm doing. And I don't quite remember it all. I just know that I think there's like 4 sets of strides for like 30 seconds. And then I do the 1 mile time trial. I think there's a 3 or 4 minute rest after that. And then I am to do the 1 mile at half marathon pace. And then there's a cool down, which I believe is some more strides. But I'm gonna have to see if I can get online real quick and find it before I get started. If not, I'll just kind of go based on what I just told you all. I'm gonna make sure I warm up properly and we're having a good day. There's a dude here on the track warming up. He out here getting it, putting me to shame. I feel like I'm about to get embarrassed, but that's okay. You know, everyone's got their own journey. That's what I like to just keep telling myself, but it'd be nice to not be slow. Any of y'all feel that? I can't do nothing right. Not only did I leave my shoes in the car, I forgot my workout. And I think I ran in and out of the house like 3 times before I got here. It's just one of those days. And then to top it off, my camera is at like 30% battery. So I'm hoping that I can hang on to the end of this workout without my camera dying. All right. Got my shoes now, went back to the car, and on the way back, I actually got to briefly introduce myself to the other guy here on the track. He said he's going to cheer me on if I'm still around and he's doing his thing, so that's pretty nice, encouraging. But yeah, after seeing him warm up, I'm just like, man, I feel like for me, for my warm up, I mostly just like run half a mile and then, you know, kind of do some leg swings, some jumps, and just try to get everything activated. My mind has just not been sharp today. I've been like in a bit of a brain fog. I went to work an hour early today. Wild. My phone went off when I was at my desk, and I was like confused. I was like, huh? And I looked at the time and I was like, it's 6:20 a.m. And that's after I had already been there for a little bit. And then I realized, like, yeah, the time, I was way off. So make sure you never rely on the time of your stove or your coffee maker. You know, I get so used to my phone just switching over and then never having to change nothing, and then I'm good. But Time change caught me slacking today.
Load up on guns, bring your friends, fun to lose and to pretend she's overboard, the self-assured. No, I'm not the dirty word. Hello, 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 hello. When the lights out, it's a dangerous. Here we are now, entertainers.
It's a little windy, but it's the moment of truth. I just got finished work, so now I'm gonna go ahead and drink some more liquid. I'll catch you in the next clip when I'm done. I'll let you know what the time is. Smile was not because I crushed it. My pace, or my final time for this 1 mile time trial, was an 8:04. I just missed the 8-minute mark, but it's your starting point, so it is what it is. But I do want to note, y'all can see that right there. That's the weather, and the wind was 9 miles per hour today. I think without the wind, I would have been sub 8 for sure. But yeah, good starting point, man. It's not the best. I was really hoping to be in the 7-minute mark. That'd make me feel a little bit better about just the time itself. I can do this again in the future. Things will be okay. But I feel like knowing that this 8-minute pace, 8:04, is like my all-out best. Can I actually hold like sub 950 for this 5K? That'll be the ultimate test. So when I get home, I'll kind of look up, if you're around my time for a 1 mile, what would your 5K time be given your 1 mile effort? So we'll see what that looks like. But yeah, so close to being under 8 minutes, man. All right, so after the 1 mile time trial, I did a 1 mile half marathon pace. According to the 1 mile time that I did today, half marathon pace would be at like a 9:35, and I believe I got a 9:36 or 9:37, so spot on with that. I don't think that's accurate, or I got a long way to go, because holding that for a half marathon, and I'm trying to basically hold that for the 5K, I don't think that's realistic. But either way, even if the pacing was off, I got another good rep in. But it's only the start of week 5, start of week 6 or something like that. I did talk with the person that was here on the track earlier today, who I had mentioned, and he's actually the track coach here. So we chopped it up a little bit. Told him I'm here every Sunday, so maybe he'll be back around and we can chat and stuff then, and I'll be sure to try to get some tips from him about running and stuff like that. But yeah, I guess in addition, man, like, I don't know, maybe I'm feeling a little bit better about it, but just, I was 240 pounds, I think, starting this prep, and I'm at 211. Ooh, I lied. I lost 11 pounds. I'm at 229. I wanted to weigh myself this morning, but I forgot. Again, just kind of that memory fog I was talking about. But I want to weigh myself again pretty soon to see where I'm at. I don't care too much about how much I weigh. I just care about how I feel and how I look, to be honest. So I'm like, I can be heavy, but if I look good, whatever. But yeah, a little bit of disappointment, but a little bit of relief knowing that this finished. I think I started out like real hot, and I paid for it at the end. And I had a cramp, my cramp in my rib again. That was painful. So, next time around it'll be a little bit better. I'm gonna keep training and just kind of seeing how it goes. But there won't be a week of training this time around. I think I'm just gonna cut it here for this 1 mile time trial effort, just documenting it, using this as a starting stone, and just kind of moving on and keeping the progress coming. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.